Happy Sunday, folks. We're outside. The weather is a blue sky and beautiful. Blue skies, I guess is the phrase, but I see a singular sky. So it's blue sky and beautiful. Yeah. So I got a bunch of tunes for you. I got a brand new one that it's come to my realization that we haven't played it on a set yet. We haven't played it on a midweek meetup. However, I did record a demo for it already, and you can find that on Patreon. I put that up yesterday. If you folks are digging these, sets, there's like 100 of them already, 100 some odd Sunday socials. It's pretty crazy. Sunday socials, and there's a few live concerts from the road I've thrown in there. But if you want more, there's 50 more sets. They're Patreon exclusives. They're a little weird. There's some covers. A lot of the times it's electric. It gets strange. So if you're digging what you see, go check it out there. I also put all the demos. We have 12 demos since the last album, which I released in February. That's like 50 minutes. That's already well over a single LP. So we'll see what I'm gonna do. Whether I don't know. We got options. I could do an album, and then I can do a little EP, counter. A friend, something to hold its hand. A band I looked up to, I still look up to them. They're not touring right now. Me Without You, they did that a lot. They would put out an LP, and then you would get an EP with it that had the appendix, or you had the lowercase, or you had just the lighter versions of the stuff. So we have options. Maybe we do a double LP. We have many things we can do. Mind shy of the extra birds and bugs in the morning. It seems that some of the hardcore boys have a leather meetup this weekend or something. There's a lot of guys going by on motorcycles, chasing each other around. To each their own. That's fine. But they're pretty loud. Loud and proud. So we're gonna move on. I got one song that mentions a motorcycle. So let's see if they like it. A few days before December in 1927, a pint of English blood, a quart of Norwegian flair. It's hard to think my granny was born on Dr. Seuss's first wedding day. Top of her high school class, the year they pushed the fat man out of a speeding Enola Gay, followed by the melting little boy. All the suitors were Marines, cutting fascist throats to get back to Evelyn. I was engaged, I think to your papa. We borrowed from his brother a thin-wheeled motorcycle. They taught me how to drive real fast, stationed in mainland China. We took it for a ride, and then we hit a dog. He didn't kill the dog, he got up and ran away. The variety of all things forms a pleasure. She surely wouldn't feel the same when half of her kids go and take their lives down the street from the cul-de-sac, in a screened-in porch with wicker chairs, a metal milk jug, a white plant stand. They sit all afternoon and chew the fat. pick your own blueberries. Pack a picnic lunch to push the feelings down. Folly generation grades. Racism whitewash their picket fence. All the suitors are still Marines. Geriatric man, better off dead at 17 overseas. I was married more than 50 years to the same abusive man. I let him kick my grandkids around. He'd beat me if I let him down. Our suburban status quo got way too out of hand. Sticking noses up at who we can. Upwind of the helping hands. Self-righteous hypocrisy. Blood of marriage. God bless the stars and stripes. That was Genuine Hardwood Toothpicks. That's a song about my granny and my grandpa, and I'm sure it fits a lot of your grannies and grandpas, or your parents maybe. And if it fits you and you're in your late 80s and 90s, hail Satan, thanks for being here. But you know all those silly, well, the Joneses down the street, Mr. Jones beats Mrs. Jones, so I think it's okay. That shit's fucked up. Destroy that kind of stuff. Nasty business. I did hear my bee slipping during that song. That's definitely a banger. Not a banger like, but like banger like actually banging. So I had intentions of just ripping right into this song, but we should tune up. I don't know if you folks out there are like me. Sense, even just a fractional scent of a tuning being off. So if you're sitting at home, you're like, oh, his guitar's out of tune. Take your discomfort, multiply it by 10, and that's what I'm feeling, and I still am gonna finish that song. I'll tune it after. This is Root Rot. Nose caked in smoke billowing from the north, and a light smell of sulfur, the reek of a paper plant. Thought I had escaped a change in the winds, a second time smoked out, wings tipped like snakes, similar to Atlas struggles, yet different in a subtle way. Deathbed beneath the tamarack. Striking up a sad conversation. You see, I say I saw a spotted salamander. It drowned in our pond. Its yellow spots spoiled the black with a milky crane. Still I scooped him out, not dealing with what I've seen. I feel waterlogged delay. Inferiority complexes. I need to be loud. A smear sticks to me. It's my pink striped shirt. Into the metal bottom. my dad's coffee mug with a little bit of grass and the metallic sliding lid, not dissimilar from the coffin in which I hid his favorite quart of beer in the dagger from my hip. Go a little over and then come back down. Gotta anticipate more slapping, because this next song is gonna slap a little more. Humidity changes from when I tuned inside last night, and the ever nature of my smacking. Is that the same as number 1 and number 3? Yes. Big old birch tree swinging on down, power knocks flat around straight through. Like where my fingers meet the nails, more fitting of my age, my face is a liar. The mirror shows no experience, yet I've learned in sense regards more than some ever will. With a symphony of spring peepers, winter soliloquy comes to an end. A sprung spring strut has the solace making nests. A many morel morning always gives to a manic afternoon. Branches break from the waves of something oh so sweet. Apples mush into peaches, with little difference we eat them all. The first full yawn only comes once you stop trying to. The final frost froze the day after they sowed their seeds. As her I wait for the flying squirrel on the apple tree. Forsythia flowers from Mojo to shake away mid-April snow. Still faring better than the hibiscus, now laying down the dreadnoughts. Come midday, they'll steal the show. Branches break from the something oh so sweet, long enough for the droop's hard pits to settle in our soft stomachs. That one I found out, Kaya and Chris, if you two are watching over in Iceland, that one was for you. I found out that was one of their favorite songs, and they were in tune for a midweek meetup a few months back. They were in town, and it happened to be during a midweek meetup, so I had them come on over, and that was what they wanted to hear. So now every time I play it, I think of my friends. It's just lovely. That song I wrote a few years ago, right in between late spring. Well, right around, it was still spring, early spring, let's say early spring, where the more seasoned person from this area would have realized that we very well could still have snow. Friends of mine putting seeds out, putting their plants outside, and I'm like, I don't know. And then we got a foot of very heavy snow, mid-April. Everything got decimated. We lost a peach tree. Our forsythias were flowering but covered in snow. The hibiscus laid right down, and it was just, we'd seen a flying squirrel. There was a lot of very literal things we had seen around those times. Yeah, and then I think I first played it live, 2022? Oh, it's a while now. 2021? 2020? It was at the Bloom Art Pop-Up with my lovely wife, my friend Hannah, my friend Stephanie. They did a little art pop-up in town at the Aluf Cafe. It was a nice chai tea operation, and I played some tunes, and that was quite lovely. That was actually that was the first show that got me back into playing live shows. I had, for those that don't know too much of my back history, I was playing pretty hard in 2011, 2012, really putting out stuff. I had a band around me. We were playing out and about, and then I was like, you know what, I want to go learn some stuff. So I went and got some degrees in geology and hydrogeology, and chemistry, all that stuff. And then I was in a situation that didn't have too much support for the things like this music, and and I know it's on me for not just doing what I believed in, myself, my work. And I became a lab rat for a while, literally working in a lab with auger and autoclaves and incubators and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what, man? Fuck this shit. It's not for me, man. And people like my wife, people like you folks, you're like, no, play that music, man. So we did. So we started playing shows again back in whatever, 2020, 2021, something like that. 2020 is when we released Crumholds. And we're not stopping. We're not stopping until, I don't know, what can we, well, we wouldn't stop, but we'll set a goal, like Newport Folk Fest. I think that's a pretty big thing. Mariposa Folk Fest. Yeah, let's fucking go. No need to just set little rinky-dink things. Let's shoot for the stars, man. Right? My friend Zach said that rock ships don't have rear view mirrors. I know he's probably not the first person to say it, but it's something else I remember. This is Silly Sorrow. If you want to see a good version of this, go check out on Unsigned 518. Type that in Google or just type in Joseph Biss, Silly Sorrow. My buddy Andy, we did a nice video of this. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. Thought I knew what moderation was, and still I faced its ugly side. A few drinks a day, back down to none. Head on crash withdrawal symptoms. Let Get my heart and liver lost, hereditary table toss, personification is a stepping stone. It's sad when I chill my bones. My warmest sweater is cold when I've left it unworn. You're my favorite flower mug, thirsty in the cupboard. My houseplants all laugh when the sun breaks open a cloud. My eminent friends are proud of me and I'm always making more. Thinks I run the loon, I always keep the crooked crop. The challenge I face is the one they love. My fingers saved as the field is down. The most supportive monster I have ever formerly met. For $12 to the flower stand, 2 bamboo crosses I hold his hand. My warmest sweater is cold when I've left it unworn. You're my favorite flower mug, thirsty in the cupboard. My houseplants all laugh when the sun breaks open a cloud. My eminent friends are proud of me and I'm always making more. My warmest sweater is cold when I've left it unworn. You're my favorite flower mug, thirsty in the cupboard. My houseplants all laugh when the sun breaks open a cloud. My eminent friends are proud of me and I'm always making more. Yeah, so I got a new one for you. Now, song titles. You go back to the very beginning. I got a song named Ginseng and Honey. And you'll be like, wow, cool. I wonder where you got that. Arizona iced tea bottle. Ginseng and honey. Easy enough. Sometimes it's just that. This next song was just that, except I tweaked it a little bit. I was walking through my mother's house, leaving the other day, taking care of her dogs when she wasn't around. I saw a box of gluten-free pasta, and they called it Jovial. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool name. And I'm like, ooh, I could fuck that up. So I could do joy versus all. Joy v all. That one made me pretty happy. It may not be the most profound, but you know what? Fuck it, man. I enjoy it. So this song, and we mentioned this, we had this chat last Sunday, so if you're flabbergasted or taken off guard by this next bit, go check that out. I explained a little bit more, but I'm about, I don't know, what's today's date? 21st? About 11 days in. A new medication for bipolar disorder. It's something I had been, obviously now suffering with since I was a teenager. And I didn't talk about it. I kept it quiet for my own personal reasons, whether they were founded or not. Yeah, doing a lot better now. And so far so good. They say it still may be a few weeks for it to fully be into the even keelness that I'm looking for. Not dick in the dirt depression or crazy manic, which you folks may have seen before. Yeah, so I wrote this song about that. Kind of the first verse-ish. It's kind of me realizing I was in a full manic swing, really hard, and I'm like, I need to go get help. And then the rest of it is just my wife and I, just conversations, realizations from her point of view to me about why getting help is better for me and everyone else around me. And it was right. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but if you're struggling, you can get help. It's out there. Yeah. So this is Joy v. And there's a demo of it out on the YouTube or on the Patreon, but this will be the first live iteration. So if it's a little sloppy, I still got to learn it. So that's when I like to do demos, when they're still fresh, funky fresh. help but smile at the smell of my burning teeth. It'll stay in my nose for more than a few days. Haven't seen my upper lip in well over a year. Mustache metamorphosed into a beautiful moth. Celebrate, I have my wife braid my hair up so tight. Finish her off with a Jutine bow and a little bit of postmarital. I've been self-medicating since I was in my teens for an undiagnosed bipolar 1 disorder. Fuck it, man, I'm calling up the doc on the morning. Rightly feared it'd be 2 months before they could see me. The lady laughed and sighed, said, how about 2 o'clock? If I can make it until then, I know I can be a better man. I know I can, I know I can. We watch the steps and still we fall. We pinky soar above it all. 2 for 1, we conquer all. We fix up faults, we'd have a ball. I passed 5 college-level chem classes. I understand a simple chemical imbalance. Secession depressionist is heavy-thumbed. Let us get endorphins and tune, my wife said to me. In more or less words, you made it past 30. Let's see why your check engine's on. The steps and still we fall. We pinky swore above it all. We won for 1, we conquer all. We fix up faults, we have a ball. That's Joy Be All. I'm pretty happy with it. Though I said it before, that darn tutor that writes all my songs and guitar parts, he makes it hard on me. I make it hard on myself, which is good. If it's easy, why bother writing it? That's my point. That's my point. I know that's not accepted. I know plenty of people that can set with the 3 chords and sing their hearts out and do wonderful things. Wonderful things. But for me, I need a challenge. I need to challenge myself. May that be from jazz band days growing up. May it be from my grindcore heavier days as my teenagers riding the front rails at all the brutal shows. Yes. I guess I couldn't get that cable on, but yeah, thanks for everyone tuned into the field recording. That was on Friday. I was 15 meters that way, 10 meters that way, 5 meters that way. Between 5 and 10 meters that way, there's a gladiolus in full bloom right now. And we recorded my tune, 2 Green Thumbs, about the garden that is right next to me here. And it mentions the glad, so we did it. It was enjoyable. This is another song. I was waiting to do a field recording until we had some lobster mushrooms blooming, which are not technically a mushroom, but we can get into that. You can go back, check out an old Sunday Social. I very much talked into the mycology aspects of the lobster mushroom, or the saprophyte that we call the lobster mushroom. But I was kind of waiting because we got a big old plot where they flush that way. Let's say 20 meters that way. And they did not this year. I think it's the heat. I think it was too hot for them, which that happens. It's been too hot for me. Now it's nice. I'm wearing like an insulated thermal or whatever you can. I've got a big old hood on it for no reason. I'm not a hooded kind of guy, but it's got buttons. I can get it nice and V. It's nice and comfy. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I was waiting to do this song when they were flush, but I don't think they're going to. So, and we're well past Easter. Not that I'm an Easter guy. But all the big headliners that I would be like, oh, okay, these are going to be triggers to record this song. Doesn't look like they're going to happen, so we'll do it at some point. Oh, I'm also, I think I should mention, I don't really have intentions to continue the field recordings into the fall and winter. If I can't be outside doing them like this, we're not going to do them, which is okay. I think they should, the limited finite of the summer of 2024. Having the field recordings is cool. Because it's not like I'm stopped writing songs. We'll just have more for next summer. So if you don't hear one of your songs that you really love for a field recording, fret not. It'll be next year. If you got one you just can't freaking wait for, drop me a message. You want to stay in the loop for all this stuff? Sign up for my mailing list. That's a good way. You can find all this stuff at josephbiss.com. That's me. You probably see it down here. Me sitting in with a bunch of grass and stuff like that. With my mustache even thicker and longer. It's coming in now. It's more trigonal. I'm trying something new. We're gonna try the nice trigonal shape. Yes. See how it goes for us. But yeah, so if you want to keep in the loop on all of this stuff, tour dates, which we're going on tour starting August 10th, 7 shows. Tune into that. josephbiss.com and sign up for all that shit. To be two with nature. You find it on Appreciates You, which came out in February. May we always step on pine cones just to hear that bit of crunch. Our minds were never set on seed dispersal. We know the rodents and the birds take care of that. Slicing open morels only to find them faults, packed thick with pith and morality. Hope for something as hollow as me, but hope is nothing I take stock in. Only finding solace in literary truths. Books by Aldous Huxley and the poems I wrote for you. Raise a wolf inside the house to keep the devoted off our porch. Monotrope pushing leaves, showing lobster claws. Hand and foot to symbiotic splendor. Like them, come the fall, we were married. Porcupines drop buds from the tip tops of trees. Found a skeleton yesterday, so much for resurrection. And now we keep the bones in a mason jar atop the Hammond. Whirling so slow with a Leslie hand. Crowns to the coast's foot, erupting gravel graves. the dandelion, scapegoat to the non-botanical eye. Taking life's lessons from those who flower first. I would spend my days wandering through the woods with you. All our evenings spent watching the moon roll over Tottenham's Bay. Our sugar bowls full of sand and our seconds fall so sweet. Invoke sweet from nothing, let the nectar slowly drip. We go pawing through the earth to find little bits of feed. Our hands so caked in dirt, crystals fall when our arms do sway. I was happiness personified. Pollinators to the pollen, let the moth be our flame. All we leave behind are 2 shovels and a pair of trees. So when we timely die, well, they'll arise, the trees of wheat. In every season, spring, we'll let out our little seeds. In a few rings down the line, we will surely stomp them out. What a beautiful day. You know what, folks? Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go see if I am a fool and there is a lobster mushroom over there. Because why not? It was about a year ago when I did that. Let's see if we can do it again. You folks enjoy the crickets and the ambiance of the outside. I'll be back in 2 shakes. All right, folks, so we did not find a lobster mushroom, but we did find something else. This, for those who don't know, now I don't harvest these. I know plenty of people do. They make tinctures for them. There's some homeopathic possibilities from these, but this is a monotropa uniflora. So, monotropa pushing leaves showing lobster claws. So, this is a non-photosynthetic plant. So this is a plant, but it's got no chlorophyll because it doesn't photosynthesize. Isn't that interesting? Now, you'd be like, why is it upside down? Why is it like that? This is pollinated by beetles. Beetles walk around, they crawl up, they crawl back down, or when they come up, the flower is right there. So you ready? The flower is up there. So it's actually, there's some greens and pinks. It looks like this is an older one. But when you hear me saying monotropa pushing leaves, showing lobster claws, is this guy. So this was right over in my lobster spot because these guys are up, but no lobsters. It's okay. And now you know. So if you want, some of you listeners may know better than I of which episode it exactly was. But I go and I very much show a lobster mushroom, but yeah. Here's this, so interesting. This is a monotropa, also called the ghost pipe. My first year, the ghost pipe, and fast did fall the pepper plant. All right, let's get back on tours then. I like to do that when we can. We're outside. Why don't we do that? As long as I can find where I put my cable and come back. You never know what we'll find out there. Because my wife and I, we keep very extensive maps. We make maps of our flushes where we find certain mushrooms and we date them so we know. Okay, so this part of the property we should have lobster mushrooms from July 15th through July 20th. Now, July 16th, 17th is when we're finding lobster mushrooms of the last 3 years. We didn't have any. So they're very cyclical. They're very timed. They're timed out pretty well, which goes to show that if we, it's pretty fucked now, but the cycles that we're having, where we're having more extremes, like these insane winters, winters, but these summers, it's interesting to see what a local foraging stuff is pushed one way or the other. Either comes up early, comes up late, or doesn't come up at all. Which, hey, it's what we're facing right now. So you choose to believe it's happening or not, that's up to you, I guess. I personally find it hard to have a conversation about that with some folks. Seems I've taken enough science classes to been graded on all of those processes and shit that is pretty obvious now. And then people are like, oh, it doesn't exist. I got some science. I got some papers to show you. Take her. And they're like, well, some man just made those papers and a bunch of other men agreed with them and read it on the paper. And I'm like, okay, I can get that. Some of the stuff is just straight up science. Just like straight up. I'll get back to playing songs, right? Keep your mouth shut, man, and just sing. One of the better sweater mutes we've got. Welcome to Benson, the white wooden sign did read. Old man tried to keep us there at a bank called bookstore. Most folks underwhelm me, grandiose stories half-baked. Leopard on lurking in the bottom end of my lake. Maybe share a cigarette on the old Champlain Ferry. Sign says no smoking, organic full-body taste. Blue moon palms airing out, southbound on the Northway. Snuck past the state trooper, my $3 thrift shop shirts. as you practice gravity. Let's all be patient, you'll be dead soon enough. You're in a rush for your own grave, there's a bell mark round your neck. Stay here and sing with us so you don't feel so alone. Find me 2 days later, projecting lowercase sad folk. Limp headline in the Capitol, drop a book on the opener. Find me back to the 802, thinking I should not too. Past the house where I first smelled coke in nautical manslaughter. I scroll from jewel weed as you practice gravity. Let's all be patient, be dead soon enough. You're in a rush for your own grave, there's a bell mark round your neck. Stay here and sing with us so you don't feel so alone. Monkton, boro. But I was gonna play this first. But we'll play this now. This is from Friday. Like 2 carrots grown into one, our leaves in perennial spring. So green and serene under sunny skies, and in dead step we shine. All the same, oh, might as well be the nightshade's monoglowy face. Sugar stashing their better selves, it seems, to the bitter selves, Years we're spending up the same gladiolus ball. Deep crimson inflorescent, seeking instruction, a wire wall. Blushing like her eyeball, rhubarb, the stuff, coy, kale. Inspired by this lurid axis, love to soak the soil, soak the soil. Our love unfurls and starts to grow right beneath the goddess' toes. A lovely harvest gives to the next, store their seeds and plants. Plants. They're dead. They're dead. For love is composting, table scraps and eggshells. Black gold steams as the root tip shooting a seam. Panes of ash and soot. Splendid how let us stood and run and chance to fix our sails. Refix and so oh, we reap the tea bag steep. Flowers green. Our love unfurls and starts to grow right beneath the goddess' toes. The bountiful harvest gives to the next, sow their seeds and plants. Wash my teeth with dental paste. Brush my teeth with petal paste. The sweet taste like the smell of the dog my grandma left in a hot room. try to go right into that, but the tuning's not gonna let that happen. We held out that last plant for the kind lady on Instagram who compared me to Benedict Caruso, which I had to look up if you're not familiar, and maybe I'm getting the name wrong. Was an 1800s Italian tenor operatic singer. And I thought that was funny. Funny things people say to you on the internet. That's better, isn't it? Sung by my grandma. Brush my teeth with fennel paste, the sweet taste like the smell of the dog my grandma left in a hot room. The Dowage of the 50 root, the bane of her daughter-in-law, the game my mother threw soft for the defeated pawn. When I was 10 or 12, I liked to think it was less barbaric, but I'm going to implore you to believe. Sure, it's hard to grasp such a sweet old lady. She used to use death as her bargaining chip. Thought she had indulgent sport after all her husband built that church with cheating hands, bastard sons, and voter fraud. Committed her in the 60s, released and revenging sense, rotted her from the inside out, filled to the brim with cancer. To my twin and I, wish you had died mid-sleep, remembering my tears you cried. I'd keep you up for a wakeful death. Hospital beds made of gray, trombone slides, bedside manners, appearances kept, not tossed aside. I got one more for you. What, you don't use dueling banjos to tune in your head? If I feel like the E is close to where I want my E to be, I'll tune from there and go from there. Sometimes my internal E is off. Maybe that's too much E as a kid. That's a stupid joke, but it's true. Either way. Oh gosh, dude, just stop. All right, we got one more song. We got one more song for you. This is, I feel like another song I list under a constructive song, a song that I feel we're gonna try to do good with. There's plenty of reasons not to. In this, I've taken from a few instances where my now wife and a few best friends unknowingly saved my life, which is pretty cool. I had friends, one of the most depressed I've ever been in my entire life, most suicidal I've ever been in my entire life, randomly called me up on the phone and said, "Hey man, we're not doing anything, can we come over and just come and kick it?" How did you know? There's plenty of reasons not to. A song to throw the safety onto, a tune unties your 13 loop knots, unslips the soles of your jumping shoes, a poem to flush the powders all down the drain. Can't promise that you won't need to hear it again. Go count the times I've had to sing it again. I'll promise I can keep is that I never will stop. You need not say a word though you're singing is swell. Couple friends call as you sob on the couch. A new love interest calls off your date with death. The only resolution that you made that new year was your DOD was January 1, 2020. You start to see that something's different about your day, and how they end up more than extended stay. You outgrew all the birthdays that you swore you would miss. You find a gray hair on your 28th year. And people always buy your bestest lie. You swear you're fine as you die inside. Go back on your word, nick your sorrow's head. The more folks that know, the stigma can't grow. And people always buy your bestest lie. You swear you're fine as you die inside. Go back on your word, make your sorrows head. More folks that know the stigma can't grow. Well, folks, there we have it. Another Sunday for you, for me, for us. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you, thank you. You are making this all possible. We are doing this because of you, and you, and all of you. Seems that the YouTube, I don't know if they're getting wind of this, or they have understandings. We have a mutual understanding here, but YouTube is showing these videos to more and more people. I think the last Sunday Social was up to like 400 views. Now you may be like, oh, 400 is not that crazy. Like my shorts get that much when I post those, but these are an hour long. This is at an hour and a minute already. And you folks are watching that. Holy smokes. It means a lot to me. It really does. It fills this ticking heart of mine right to the brim. Oh, and the mourning dove. There. Hopefully you're not in mourning from this set. Yes, so tour, the 10th, we're gonna be going. We're gonna go right up to the 31st. If you wanna see me live, I'm on the East Coast. This is gonna be through New York, Vermont, and Maine. If you are out there and you're like, well, I want some of this at my establishment, a venue, a backyard, a coffee shop, a cafe, just drop me a message. I do house shows. It's not like a faux free, I just come and sit on your couch and play you songs. I'll put you on a full damn show. You invite all your friends, you invite your family, and we'll have a concert in your house, in your backyard. We do that. So I've still got some fillings to do for the rest of August. If you're interested, if that jives with you, or if you have a favorite venue in your town and you're outside of New York, Vermont, or Maine, or you're in those states, if you want me, let me know. That's how I'm doing this right now. I'm independently booking all of these tours. I'm doing all this on myself right now until we get scooped by one of those mighty labels. And we go from there. So, yeah. 7 shows. I'm very proud of that. I'm happy with that. We're stoked. We're stoked. All of me. So, next tour, that just means we'll have to do a little bit more. We'll see if we can get 8, 9, 10. Shit, man. Let's see if we get another state. New states are cool. But until then, I'm gonna leave you on your day. It's kind of overcast now, which is nice. I got some work to do outside, which is better than the blistering sun, at least for my dainty complexion. But yeah, take care, folks. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you. Tata, toodles, do widzenia, a wiedersehen, shalom, konnichiwa, sayonara, au revoir, adios, goodbye, ciao. Hey, ciao. Thank you. Take care.